Welcome back to Usapang Bayan at kasama pa rin natin si Diwa Party List Representative M. Aglipay Villar. M, um, I'm already assuming that you'll get re-elected, no, because you have very good advocacies and I think what you're doing is good for the masses natin. Ano ho ba ang magiging plataforma de gobyerno ng Diwa Party List sa darating na Kongreso?
Ang Diwa po, since sa katulad ng nabanggit ko kanina, kami ay isang labor group at ang pinoprotektahan naming sektor ang mga manggagawa. Kaya para sa aming plataforma ngayong dadating na Kongreso, unahin po sana namin ang proteksyon ng mga karapatan ng mga manggagawa na nasa konstitusyon na, tulad halimbawa ng security of tenure. Nung huling Kongreso, kami ay naghain ng panukalang batas na pinagtitibay pa ang security of tenure ng mga manggagawa. Ngayon po kasi naaabuso yung
Contractualization.
Yes, na yung mga contractuals natin hindi sila nabibigyan ng mga benepisyo na ayon lang naman sa kanila o kaya hindi sila na-regularize. So nag-file po kami ng bill tungkol dito. Pati po naaabuso kalimitan yung pagkakaroon ng probationary basis. Naabuso yon sa pamamagitan ng hindi pagre-regularize sa mga empleyado nila, ang ginagawang probationary na lang tapos tinatanggal sa trabaho at i-hire na naman muli. So isa yon sa mga plataforma namin, pagpoprotekta ng mga karapatan na nasa konstitusyon na katulad ng security of tenure. Pangalawa ay ang paninigurado din tulad ng mga karapatan sa mga pinagtatrabahuhan ng mga empleyado natin, yung occupational health and safety standards. So nasa konstitusyon din 'yan. Kaya isa sa batas natin na yung hindi pagsunod sa mga occupational health and safety standards ay gawing isang kriminal na act. So criminalizing violation to occupational health and safety standards, which is also a right protected under the Constitution for our workers. So it was filed in the last Congress and it was relevant, especially after there were several occasions where due to violations of occupational health and safety standards, a lot of the lives of our workers were lost because of the lack of
safety equipment and things like that.
Yes. So this is one of the things that we also want to focus into. Another is the protection of our overseas workers, the rights of our overseas workers. And we have a number of bills filed pertaining to that. One is the Magna Carta for seafarers, which almost made it into law this 16th Congress. It gives protection to our overseas workers, to our seafarers in particular. Our seafarers comprise a third of the world fleet, meaning 30%, 33% of the seafarers all over the world are Filipinos. And that's why we want to give protection to them by ensuring that the rights and benefits that are accorded to them are at par with international standards. And since the Philippines has already ratified the Maritime Convention, which embodies these rights and these benefits that our seafarers should be getting, we pegged our domestic law to these standards, to these international standards, since our overseas workers are important to us as well. And another bill that we are going to file pertaining to that is expediting the repatriation of our overseas workers, since this is one of the problems that our overseas workers are encountering. The time it takes and the bureaucracy involved in getting our overseas workers back to the Philippines is almost prohibitive, and there's so much delay that we thought of coming up with this piece of legislation. A third one is increasing assistance to our distressed OFWs. A lot of our OFWs are experiencing problems with their employers, not only in terms of harassment, to them or abuse, but other problems like if they get involved into problems with the law in the host country, and these matters we address through as increasing assistance to distressed OFWs. So those are two major points that we want to look into, and lastly is pertaining to labor standards. So ensuring that labor standards are strengthened, and ensuring that our workers get only the best. So lastly is for our informal sector workers, which are often neglected. All these the laws I mentioned, the bills I mentioned earlier, and the protection of the rights of our workers under the Constitution pertain to workers who are already acknowledged by the system, meaning rank and file workers. But what about those workers who are informal sector or itinerant, not actually recognized and counted by the system, not covered by our present labor laws or our present labor code? Then we come up with a law, which is the Magna Carta for informal sector workers, which actually also recognizes that these itinerant workers also have the right to be given SSS, PhilHealth, and pag-ibig. Previously, when the kasambahay were not given that right or were not accorded, guaranteed that right under laws, they were considered informal sector work. They are considered informal sector workers too. But I'm happy that that DIWA party list bill has become into law, the Kasambahay Act, which provides that benefit to them. And I hope that all other itinerant workers, all other migrant sector workers are given that right as well. And this bill of ours has actually passed the committee, and I hope that this coming 17th Congress, if DIWA party list is again elected into Congress, will be able to actually pass that into law.
Speaking of platforms, ma'am, and measures that you want to refile and file in the 17th Congress, kung papalarin po kayong manalo, you're also lobbying for the FOI bill. What is the status of it, and what do you think are its chances of passage in the 17th Congress?
I've been an author and an advocate of, champion of the FOI since my first term in Congress, and this is actually going to be my third term if I am elected again. And I've always pushed for the passage of the Freedom of Information Act, which would ensure accountability and transparency in government, which I think is one of the things that we need to really push for and for us to be able to address the issue of corruption. So I again, of course, push for the FOI Act and file this bill once more.
Talking about the FOI, no, I totally agree with you that the idea of the FOI is para lahad sa lahat ng tao ng mga informasyon tungkol sa kahit anong bagay para maiwasan natin ang korupsyon, no? Nagtataka lang ako na ang sinasabi ng ating administrasyon ngayon na daang matuwid, really advocate sila for good governance. Sa palagay niyo ho ba, ano ba nangyari dyan kung bakit hindi na-aprobahan yung FOI bill na yan?
Sa katunayan na nalulungkot talaga ako kasi akala ko po talaga ay ipapasa po ito ngayong Kongreso, at dahil nabanggit din po ng ating presidente dati na siya po ay sumusuporta sa Freedom of Information Act. Pero
nagbago ng isip?
Hindi naman, hindi ko po alam. Pero hindi po siya na isa batas dahil po nagkulang po talaga ng suporta galing sa leadership sa
administrasyon,
sa House. Sa tingin ko po, hindi ko alam kung bakit po, nalulungkot po talaga ako dahil ilang beses po namin po kinausap yung leadership sa House para po magkaroon ng pagkakataon na umusad na yung bill, dahil po tuwang-tuwa kami nung dumating siya sa second reading na akala namin tuloy-tuloy na yon, masusponsor, magkakaroon ng mga debate, tapos maaprubahan. Pero po, hindi po siya tumakbo ng inaasahan namin.
Hindi tayo pinagpala na maipasa yung batas.
Opo, hindi ko po alam kung ano eksakto yung naging hadlang para umusad siya, pero sa akin po kasing sa akin pong palagay kung ang ating pong leadership sa House ay talagang pabor dito, ay matutulak talaga siya. Mapapasa talaga siya.
Aside from the FOI, ma'am, isa pa pong naging controversial bill na inaasahang mapasa ng Congress ay yung Bangsamoro Basic Law. What's your stand on that? And ano po ba yung sa tingin nyo ang magandang peace agreement para finally ay maging peaceful na sa Mindanao?
Pagdating sa Bangsamoro Basic Law, sa tingin ko, na sa ngayong 17th Congress, napakadaming oras namin para pag-usapan yan. At maganda yon para sa akin. Kasi itong ganito lawak na impact na magaganap pag naipasa ito, kailangan talagang pagtuunan ng pansin. Kailangan talagang himayin, pag-aralan, at sa tingin ko na nakulangan kami ng panahon noong 16th Congress para gawin iyon.
Naniniwala ba kayo dun sa BBL as it was presented? Meron mga problema on its constitutionality?
Sa tingin ko po na meron. Kaya nga po, para sa akin, maganda pong himay-himayin. Kasi alam ko naman na hindi intensyon ng ating pong mga na i-violate na ang ating constitution. Kaya po, maganda nga pong himayin, pag-usapan, ilahad-lahat para makita kung ang BBL ba ay nakakalabag sa ating konstitusyon.
Ang Diwa po ay workers' party list. Ano po ang stand nyo sa Tanimbala, most especially na ang victims po dito ay OFWs?
Para sa akin na dapat may mga, actually yung asawa ko si Kong Mark, may mga bills siyang final patungkol dyan na dapat yung security sa
Airport?
ating mga airport, dapat merong mga mas CCTV, mas defined na CCTV para mabantayan talaga. Dapat yung mga actually kapag isang bala na lang, dapat hindi ganong kalaki yung parusahan ng tulad na kung
Isang kahon.
Oo. Kasi yung intensyon naman ng batas ay parusahan yung mga pagbawalan yung mga magdadala ng talagang makakapinsala na mga bala. Kahit nga yung mga bala na walang laman, hinuli pa rin nila.
Yung mga ginagamit na anting-anting.
Oo,
kung paano.
yung shell lang.
Ah.
Wala namang gunpowder.
Hindi na
Hinuli pa rin
magagamit.
nila.
Ah.
Oo, hindi naman magagamit. So, kailangan tingnan din yung intensyon sa likod ng batas. Pero para liwanagin na, siguro dapat mag-file na ng mga pag-aamyenda.
Okay. Well, we need to have a station break at this point. Makakasama pa rin po natin si Diwa Party List Representative, si Emeline Aglipay Villar sa ating pagbabalik. Maraming pong salamat.